Welcome back, biology students, to part 2. This is me, Mr. Cheney, with another brilliant tutorial. So the first video we did some techniques to get this diagram right here in Google Slides. This is the one that we're going to go over right now. This one's very shape-centric, maybe a little simpler because it's not as many pictures. So we're going to build that one now. So we're on slide number 6, and this is what we're trying to build. So what I'm going to do very first is I'm going to get these square shapes, and maybe I'll round them out. So I'm going to go Insert, I'm going to go Shapes, and instead of just copying them all together, I'm going to do a rounded box, and I'm going to make one. And I'm going to make sure that everything fits inside of the box. So what I can do, there's a couple different things. I could type right inside of the shape, but what would be a little easier, I think, is if I do a text box. So I'm going to do a text box like this. I'm going to put 6 CO2, and I'm going to bold that, and I'm going to increase the font size, and actually I'm going to reduce just the 2 so that it looks like a subscript, like so. And that way I can move this text box around if you do a text box for each one. So what I can do is Control C and V. I've got a second text box, and then in this one I can type out carbon dioxide. And I'm just going to decrease the font so that it fits. And in that way I can fit this and put this where I want it inside the box there. And I want to go a little higher, and I'm going to find a shape for it, and that looks kind of like a cloud because it's gas. So I can go into shapes here or here, and I think there's a cloud shape in here somewhere like this. Okay, and I can draw it out, and I can make it a darker gray like they have. So let's do that. And so now I've got my first box. So what I can do now is highlight everything like this, Control C, Control V, drag this over, line it up, and now I can just change things. So this right here, I can change 6 stays the same, this is going to be H, and then I need this 2 to come over, so I can do a Control X to cut, Control V to paste H2O, so we're good to go there. This is called water, and then instead of a cloud, I'm going to find a drop of water. So I can go, I don't think that I saw anything in shapes that looked like a drop of water, but let's just check to make sure. No, not really. So I'm going to go to Insert Image, Search the Web, Drop of Water clip art, and see what that gives us. There we go. So I can just click one of these. Maybe I want the one with the smiley face. And that'll come in, and we can reshape, or sorry, resize, and put that there. And we're looking pretty good. Now this middle part, so we need this plus sign, so that's pretty easy. We can go into our shapes line. We have the equation symbols here, so we can put that right there. Change the color if you want, anything like that. And then we're going to build this part here. So photosynthesis and an arrow, that's easy. Let's go to shapes, let's go to arrows, let's go to this arrow, draw it out, we'll make it black. Or you can do it any color you want. You don't have to use what they used. And we're going to double click, and then we're going to make our font white, and we're going to put in photosynthesis like that. So now we can drag that up where we need it. And now we need to build arrows, so arrows coming down, and then a text box with sunlight, and then the chlorophyll are just green little circles, so I'll show you that part. So arrows going down, so let's go to shapes again, arrows, we'll do the down arrow, and we'll draw one, And it's going to be a skinny one like that. And once we like that, and we can change that color to maybe the same as they did, pretty close. And now, once I'm happy with that, there's 5 of them, so I can do Control-C to copy and then paste 4 times. So now I just line them up. And space them out the way you need to. You can this title out of the way. Select all of them so I can move them around like so. And I can even automatically align these. So they're all selected. I can go to Arrange and I can align them left, center, right, or top, middle, bottom. So if I went center like so, that's not good. So I'm going to do an undo. I'm going to do an arrange like this. Actually, I want to distribute them horizontally. So that helps. Align them middle like so. That way they're all aligned perfectly now. Last thing I'll show in this video is the circles. So kind of like the arrows, we're just going to make one and then we'll do copy paste to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. So there's a total of 9. We'll insert shape, do a circle. We'll use green like they did. That's pretty good. Do your fill. Control-C, and then V 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just kind of arrange them kind of like they did. It doesn't have to be perfect. They're just a cluster, that's all. So now we've got our shapes, like so. You get your sunlight title, you get your chlorophyll title, and then you just need to build the rest of these using kind of the same techniques. And then you'll do your title slide up there as well. And that is, in a nutshell, in a summary, how to start building diagram number 2 for this assignment. I'll see you back in class.